ZNS Network and streaming on our YouTube and Facebook platforms. On Wednesday, January 7th at 11 a.m., tune into the ZNS Network for live coverage of the annual Parliamentary Church Service from the Church of God on East Street and Lily of the Valley Corner, where members of Parliament will gather for a time of worship and praise. That's the annual Parliamentary Church Service, Wednesday, January 7th at 11 a.m. from the Church of God East Street and Lily of the Valley Corner, live on the ZNS Network and streaming on our YouTube and Facebook platforms.
Sir Randall was not opposed in the general election. Sir Randall was an ally of the PLP in the progressive movement. He was a great trade union leader. And when he ran the PLP, he was in and out of the PLP. But his concentration was on the trade union movement. And when he ran, the PLP decided not to oppose him because he was part of us. So Sir Randall had nowhere to go. He was with the movement.
At Government House, I'm Regis Cartwright. This is ZNS. This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. The chairman of the Progressive Liberal Party weighing in on workplace safety and broader labor concerns. A mother risking her life jumping overboard without hesitation to save her child. And police confirming a wanted man has now surrendered.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
There's an Occupational and Safety Health Act in the country, and the Ministry of Labor, I'm sure, will apply itself to be sure that these provisions are carried out.
PLP Chairman Fred Mitchell is weighing in on workplace safety, stressing that responsibility does not rest with employers alone. Good evening, I'm Shalia Roll. Thanks for joining us. Speaking on the Occupational Health Act, Mitchell says while companies must protect workers, employees also have a duty to follow safety standards on the job. We have more of the details in tonight's top story.
Workplace safety in the industrial sector is back in focus as questions continue about how well workers are being protected on the job. Now, PLP Chairman Fred Mitchell is adding his voice to the conversation, pointing to the Occupational Safety Act and stressing that keeping workers safe requires both responsibility from the employers and employees.
There's an Occupational and Safety Health Act in the country, and the Ministry of Labor, I'm sure, will apply itself to be sure that these provisions are carried out. One thing which is important, of course, is that all of us in society have to ensure that these rules are carried out.
A recent accident at the Freeport Container Port has renewed concerns about workplace safety in Grand Bahama following the tragic loss of a young man while on the job. Officials at the Freeport Container Port issued a statement noting that the matter is actively under investigation by the Royal Bahamas Police Force with their support. When asked to comment, PLP Mitchell referenced the Occupational Act, saying it exists to protect workers. He also notes that in Caribbean societies, safety rules are often not followed, stressing that preventing tragedies requires employers to enforce safety measures and employees to take responsibility for their own protection.
What tends to happen in a society like the Bahamas, generally, not saying Grand Bahama specifically, is that we have rules and we tend not to observe them. One of the favorite ones of mine is I pass by people standing on roofs and they're doing roof construction and nobody has a roof strap on. Everybody's just walking around as if, it's nothing.
Mitchell says that at some point rules must be enforced and the Department of Labor must ensure all provisions are properly implemented.
So we ourselves have to some extent to be willing to enforce the rules where they exist. and the Department of Labor and the persons who are responsible for occupational safety and health ought to then be the backup provision to make sure that these provisions are kept.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
And while workplace safety remains a major focus, broader labor concerns are also being raised tonight within industrial companies, particularly the call to make casual workers permanent. He says job security and fair treatment for workers remain a top priority. Minister of Foreign Affairs says the Prime Ministers remain committed to ensuring fairness for workers across Grand Bahama.
That's been a vexing issue with us. I'd have to really refer that matter back to the Minister of Labor. But it's an issue which the government stands firmly on. You know, the Prime Minister's made a big stand about this, and I'm sure he's going to continue to apply himself to it to make sure that it's carried out.
Minister Mitchell expresses employers delaying permanent status for proven workers remain difficult to understand.
I'm sure he's going to continue to apply himself to it to make sure that it's carried out. I don't quite understand why people insist on denying workers their full rights. But this is something that we must continue both on the civil society side and on the government side to get done.
Turning now from labor matters to a dramatic rescue unfolding on our waters. A mother risking her own life jumping overboard without hesitation to save her child. The frightening moment unfolding just days ago at Celebration Key on Grand Bahama. Security officers were quick to respond with the dramatic rescue captured on camera by a fellow passenger. Tonight we're learning more about what led up to it. The incident was captured on video by Chelsea Persan Kiran, who says it was an ordinary day for her until she suddenly heard screaming. Kiran tells our ZNS News team she was inside her cabin with the balcony door open when the cries caught her attention. At first, she thought someone had fallen overboard and immediately began recording.
I saw that it was a little girl that was pulled out of the water first. I just couldn't believe it. I'm a mother. I have children myself. I've gone on many cruises and we've brought our children on many cruises. And I can't even imagine how terrifying that must have been for this mother.
According to Kiran, the young girl had been running towards another family member when she accidentally fell over the balcony. She says once the child was safely rescued, the atmosphere quickly shifted to relief and celebration as passengers and crew realized the situation could have ended far worse.
So it was celebratory. I mean, I think a lot of people didn't really know what was going on. They didn't know who had gone overboard. And then when they pulled the little girl, and then the mother was pulled out and she just sunk into her son and just was sobbing and everyone was clapping. And it was, I think, this realization that this could have been really so much worse than it was, and that everyone was just so grateful that everyone was safe.
Kiran says the incident serves as an important reminder for parents to closely monitor their children while on cruise ships, noting that safety barriers are limited in some areas.
You know, kids are kids and they're curious, mine included. They try to sneak over to the edge and look down into the water. For me, I mean, this is just a wake-up call to just be more vigilant with my own kids. Stay in the very middle of the pier. Don't even remotely go close to the edge because accidents happen.
Officials from Carnival's Celebration Key releasing a statement confirming the incident, saying a 4-year-old girl briefly walked away from her mother and fell into the water. Crew members responded immediately and brought the child to safety. The cruise line also said the onboard medical team evaluated the child and the mother, and both were found to be doing well. Carnival added that the family was able to continue enjoying their day at Celebration Key following the incident. In other news tonight, police confirming a wanted suspect is now in custody. 42-year-old Chino Deal has surrendered. A wanted bulletin was issued several days ago in connection with causing harm. Once again, Chino Deal of Holmes's Rock is in police custody. Investigations into this matter continues. From law enforcement to community service, following a successful year in 2025, the Bahamas Red Cross has their eyes locked on 2026 with more community impactful ventures and plans already in tow. Our Matthew Martin-Barrow shares more details in this report.
With eyes now pivoting to 2026, 2025 was remembered as a busy year for the Bahamas Red Cross on Grand Bahama, and their Meals on Wheels initiative was the most notable venture for the non-profit organization.
We have our Meals on Wheels program, which we were able to expand this year by, we added over 30 persons since the beginning of January, and we hope to expand it some more, come in 2026.
Speaking there is Grand Bahama Center Administrator for the organization, Kimberly Ouden. She adds, in addition to the Meals on Wheels program, the holiday season has also been gracious, and within the new year, more entities on board with the Red Cross can assist with their expansion plans.
You know, there's other organizations and churches that we sometimes partner with, so hopefully we're able to broaden the reach of our feeding program along with other organizations that do the same, so the Grand Bahama community can expect a bigger impact, definitely, from the Red Cross.
In the midst of their philanthropy efforts, another feather in the Bahamas Red Cross hat was their Starlight Soiree, which, according to Ouden, was a massive hit.
That event was a great success, so we're definitely looking forward to holding that again in 2026 and making it even bigger and better. And the support from that was tremendous as well, and that will help us to not only expand the Meals on Wheels, but also add new programs and other initiatives that will help to service the community.
With more in the pipeline for the Bahamas Red Cross, Ouden expresses her gratitude for the current partners who assisted in this past year's endeavors, and she's optimistic for more helping hands in the future.
Like I always say, the heart of the Red Cross is volunteers, and we are so thankful for all of the volunteers that we have, but our doors are always open to more persons who are looking to volunteer or help out in the community. The Bahamas Red Cross is definitely the place to come.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martin-Barrow.
And still to come.
Flamingo Bahamas gives back. But first, have you made those New Year's resolutions? We'll hear what some of them are when we return.
The holidays are a time to celebrate our connectedness, to strengthen the ties that bind us, that make us, well, family. At Commonwealth Bank, we're your neighbors, your friends, and yes, we're your family, wishing you warm and sincere best wishes for a happy holiday and a prosperous new year from your family at Commonwealth Bank.
Merry Christmas to you.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the Platinum Nights in the Boulevard at this time. Platinum Nights.
We're more than ready to come and get our title back, get back what is ours.
There's one group in Grand Bahama that has that sound, and that's the same.
We're going to put on a fabulous show. Come, ready? Let's do this.
We the Superstar Rockers this year. We come to do some damage.
Music, the classic dancers.
We intend to take best music and best choreographed costume on the whole. We're going for the whole hog and down to the
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture presents the
the 2026 Grand Bahamas Senior Junk Canoe Parade. Live from West Explorers Bay, Friday, January 9th at 8 p.m.
Hello. What time's the flight?
No one asked us to go. Hello? Into the storm. Into the chaos. To witness devastation. No one asked us to go.
Are you ready?
Because it's the story that drives us forward. That brings truth to light. That connects us all. This is why we go.
Breaking news out of Grand Bahama, our Raven Davis has been covering this story all day and joins us live now with the latest. Raven, what can you tell us?
Yes, Rumiko, I had a chance to speak to many of the residents, and many of them are concerned about...
Your #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. As the calendar turns to a new year, many are stepping into the 2026 with a sense of hope and possibility. For some, it's a fresh start, and for others, a chance to build on progress already made. Our Sherelle Dame spoke with various locals about what are they carrying forward and what are their New Year's resolutions for 2026.
A new year often comes with new goals, but for some people, 2026 represents a time to reset and refocus. While for some, they say it is simply a continuation of efforts and hard work put forth in 2025. But overall, most say they are just stepping into this new year with optimism.
It was to find a better job opportunity. Yes, I did find a better job opportunity.
So this year, your resolution is what?
This is $50,000.
How you feel about 2026 so far?
So far, so good.
Resolution is to be more helpful in the community where I live with the older folks.
How was 2025 for you?
2025 wasn't bad for me. I live in Abaco, and so things are good in Abaco. We come back since the hurricane. 2025 was awesome, but I'm looking for much more in 2026.
One woman says this new year isn't about starting over, it's more about staying the course. While another resident shared that he didn't make any New Year resolutions. His focus is simply in trusting God to lead him.
A continuation from 2025. I'm on track.
How was 2025 for you?
Very good. So this year, I want to be the best.
I'll be in the second day, so, I mean, it's going pretty good so far, but I haven't made any resolution. Let's trust God and everything, and we'll go from day to day. Happy New Year, Bahamas. And I'm disappointed in the Saxons.
And for these snowbirds who brought in the new year in Freeport, they don't have a resolution, but a wish to stay as long as they can in Grand Bahama. And they encourage everyone to lead with love in the year ahead. So far, how do you feel being in Freeport?
We love it.
Awesome. How long are you going to stay?
As long as we can.
Do you have a New Year's resolution?
Me, just one love and everybody be happy. Be nice to each other.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Sherelle Dames.
For the festive season, Flamingo Bahamas is giving back to the East Grand Bahama community with free hams and turkeys. The recently launched enterprise, led by founder and East Grand Bahama native LaQuay Lang, gave back to the elders within the community he grew up in. As he adds, it's an honor to be able to give back to the place he calls home.
Well, I'm grateful. I'm happy that I'm in position to be able to give back to the community. The community will have poured into me moral values, and so I think it's an honor to be able to be in position to give back to the community. I think every Bahamian should perhaps give back, and we don't have to wait for the government or for politicians to do it. Everyone is able to help each other, and I'm a person who loves to give, so it's natural for me to do it.
Lang says as far as Flamingo Bahamas philanthropy goes, the community can expect more to come in the new year.
This is the first time we're doing it. We launched just in July, but this is going to be the first of many. As I mentioned, the very core of Flamingo Bahamas is all about helping people. And so at the beginning of 2026, it's an initiative we want to continue regularly every month going forward. Hopefully, I can do it every week in a very small way, but certainly I'm big on giving back. And so people can look forward to Flamingo Bahamas reaching out to helping persons in the community.
That's a look at stories making news. Sports is up next with Jay Philippe. But wait, there's a weather forecast coming next.
Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the Platinum Nights in the Boulevard at this time. The Platinum Nights.
We're more than ready to come and get our title back, get back what is ours.
There's one group in Grand Mama that has that song, and that's the same.
We're going to put on a fabulous show come January 9th.
Ready? Let's do this.
We the Superstar Rockers this year. We come to do some damage.
Music, the classic dancer.
We intend to take best music and best choreographed costume on the whole. We're going for the whole hog in company this year.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture presents the 2026 Grand Bahamas Senior Jump Canoe Parade. Live from West Explorers Bay, Friday, January 9th at 8 p.m.
Hello. What time is the flight?
No one asked us to go. Hello? Into the storm. Into the chaos. To witness devastation. No one asked us to go.
Are you ready?
Because it's the story that drives us forward, that brings truth to light, that connects us all. This is why we go.
Breaking news out of Grand Bahama, our Raven Davis has been covering this story all day and joins us live now with the latest. Raven, what can you tell us?
Yes, Shamiko, I had a chance to speak to many of the residents, and many of them are concerned about...
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and
Welcome to Sports and Track and Field. Career teammates Aiden Kelly and Quentin Gordon Jr. are now college teammates at South Plains Community College in the state of Texas. The two sprinters were home for the Christmas break, getting in some training for the start of the indoor track and field season, which begins next week.
My training has been going good so far, my first semester. Staying consistent, staying focused, working hard. You have some days where it's hell weak, but trust me, that comes with being the top track athlete that you want to be. But my expectations moving forward is to potentially hold the record for the indoor season. Not right away, but later on in the future, I hope to hold the record. I have the speed, I have the power, but once I can have that endurance for the last, say, 80 meters, I should be good.
Well, going into the college training, my coach in college, he's very experienced, so he breaks everything down shorter, so I understand my race pattern more. So everything is just breaking down smaller, so it's good, it's very good.
Now in hoops, 6'3" Mayor Austin is also enrolled abroad in high school in the state of Georgia. Austin is in his junior year at Newton High School in the city of Covington as part of the varsity boys basketball team.
Season's pretty good, going well. We getting winning games, having fun. I bring confidence, hard work, and my hustle every game. I think I'm gonna average more points, bring more help, and be more wise on defense.
From the court now to the pool at the YMCA, Zoe Williamson had a productive season for Mako Aquatics Grand Bahama while also making numerous national swim teams. Zoe is now in her senior year in the state of Pennsylvania at Mercersburg Academy, where she's already committed to Division I college, Fairfield University, for the upcoming fall semester.
The training, I can say, has gotten really intense. Over the past year, I've definitely gotten better in my technique and what I swim. I can say I've been reaching out to certain events and gotten better in my main events. I have dropped many seconds, especially from the transition from long course to short course yards. It was difficult at first, but once I got used to it, I was just speeding through it.
And last in sports, VJ Edgecombe continues to impress in his rookie campaign for the Philadelphia 76ers. On New Year's Day, Edgecombe helped lead the 76ers in a 123-108 win over the Dallas Mavericks on the road. VJ scored 23 points and 9 of 14 shooting from the field. He also grabbed 5 rebounds and dished out 2 assists in the win. Ladies and gents, that's your quick check on sports. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the Platinum Knights in the Boulevard at this time. The Platinum Knights.
We're more than ready to come and get our title back, get back what is ours.
There's one group in Grand Mama that has that song, and that's the same.
We're going to put on a fabulous show from January 9th. Ready? Let's do this.
We the Superstar Rockers this year. We come to do some damage.
Music, the classic dancers.
We intend to take best music and best choreographed costume on the whole. We're going for the whole hog and jumping this year.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture presents the 2026 Grand Bahamas Senior Jump Canoe Parade. Live from West Explorers Bay, Friday, January 9th at 8 p.m.
I thought you was lying, but...
Wait, I never is joking here for real.
I didn't know he was here.
He is here. He in the village. It's like that wait.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, no more guessing, no more speculating, no more assuming. Yours truly, Tico T, a.k.a. Freeport's Minister of Music. I'm here on the all-new Power 104.5, the fun station. So y'all know what to do. Y'all lock in with me and let's have a good time, all right? The all-new Power 104.5.
The all-new Power 104.5 FM. The fun station.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that's going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Shalia Roll. Thanks so much for tuning in. The Bahamas Tonight comes your way next.
The attainment of majority rule, a defining moment in our nation's history. A time when unity, courage, and the collective voice of the people reshaped the future. On Monday, January 12th, join the ZNS Network for live coverage of the ecumenical service in celebration of Majority Rule Day. That's the Majority Rule Day Ecumenical Service. Monday, January 12th at 10 a.m. at Bahamas Harvest Church, live on the ZNS Network and streaming on our YouTube and Facebook platforms. On Wednesday, January 7th at 11 a.m. Tune into the ZNS Network for live coverage of the annual Parliamentary Church Service from the Church of God on East Street and Lily of the Valley Corner, where members of Parliament will gather for a time of worship and praise. That's the annual Parliamentary Church Service, Wednesday, January 7th at 11 a.m. from the Church of God East Street and Lily of the Valley Corner, live on the ZNS Network and streaming on our YouTube and Facebook platforms. ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the national report, significant changes to the voter registration process ahead of the upcoming general election. Culture officials mapping out new strategies to tighten the holiday junk canoe parades. And One Family and Colors junk canoe organizations celebrating double junk canoe victories. The Bahamas Tonight, the national report, starts now. Good evening and Happy New Year to all of you. I'm LaDawn Davis and welcome to the broadcast. Notable changes have been made to the voter registration process as the nation awaits the announcement of the 2026 general election date. So if you've recently relocated or you've lost your voter's card, listen in for the next steps you should take to adhere or acquire a new one. Here's Danielle Dean.
We have adopted a new policy in reference of transfer voters and persons who lost their voter's card.
The Parliamentary Registration Department is taking on a new approach, and now residents won't have to go through the hassle of presenting documentation like utility bills to obtain new voters' cards.
What we doing effective today is that you don't need to bring in a utility bill no more. We would have you to swear to an oath or affirm to an oath, and once you do that, we'll be able to address your transfer.
Parliamentary Commissioner Harrison Thompson informed the same goes for the loss of voters' cards. Residents are no longer required to get a police report. Instead, they can go to the department's office and sign an oath to verify the card was misplaced. Asked if he believes that the integrity of the process will be at risk with the introduction of this new system, Thompson says they're relying on the fact that Bahamians are upstanding people, and furthermore,
if you give false information, it becomes a criminal matter, so it's up to you.
He hastens voters to get their transfers recorded.
It's important for us to have that process completed before elections, because you might find yourself in a difficult position. You go to the polls and you're not on the register for that particular polling division. Although you have a voter's card, they would allow you to vote, but you'll have to vote on a colored ballot. If you moved out of the area and you've been in the new area 3 months plus, please come in and transfer your registration.
Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Chief Passport Officer Nicholas Simonet reported earlier this week that between 2024 and 2025, there were roughly 1,600 stolen, lost, and damaged passports. But for those that find themselves in any of those predicaments, Simonet says the process to get a new passport is simple.
I've removed the requirement of the police report, and we have now started directly reporting it. We haven't pushed that aspect publicly because we're still in testing phases, but it seems to work out better in terms of recording accurate information while also reducing a little bit of the bureaucracy for the applicant.
Simonet says this also helps with a quick turnover for those travelers that for whatever reason require expedited passports.
For God's sakes, please check your passport expiration date prior to travel. We have seen an increase in persons requiring an expedited passport, which is $350 if you want it within 4 hours, in the last few months. A lot of persons are showing up to the airport and they are coming in office and requiring that expedited fee. And that expedited fee will remain in place because it does slow up our processes internal and put other applicants at a disadvantage in terms of time frame.
Another record year for the Nassau cruise port that saw an uptick in cruise arrivals last year, with preliminary figures showing just over 6 million cruise passengers visited Nassau in 2025, representing an increase of 7% over the same period the previous year, which saw some 5.6 million cruise passengers. According to CEO and director of the Nassau cruise port, Mike Mora Jr., growth was driven by both Nassau and private cruise port developments, along with the industry's increase in short itineraries. The figures also show that the cruise sector recorded increases both in calls and ship passenger capacity here in the capital and around the country, supported by investments in pier and upland commercial and recreational venues. Morris says cruise volumes this year are also on track to surpass last year's figures. Police arrested a 21-year-old man Wednesday after he was found in possession of a large sum of counterfeit U.S. currency. Officers were acting on information shortly after 9 p.m. when they executed a search warrant in a home off Prince Charles Drive. An officer was approached by an aggressive pit bull, and police say in fear for her life, she shot at the dog that was later secured by its owner. Upon searching the premises, police found 5,500 counterfeit U.S. dollars in a northern bedroom. The man was taken into custody. Police are also investigating the death of a 7-year-old girl Thursday. They say the child became unconscious shortly after 6 p.m. after she ingested food while at a residence in Pinewood Gardens. The child was taken to hospital where police say she died after efforts to revive her failed. An autopsy will be performed to examine the exact cause of death. Investigations into that matter are ongoing. A new medical facility officially opening its doors in the Lyford Key area at this hour. It signals a revolution in the country's healthcare sector. Desmond Saunders is standing by with the latest. Good evening, Desmond.
I'm Desmond Saunders, coming to you live from the sprawling Lyford Key community for the grand opening of the Quantum Longevity Artificial Intelligence Medical Facility, the first of its kind in the country, providing world-class artificial intelligence evolving healthcare in the country. And I have Margaret Daxon joining me on the broadcast. She is the clinic manager here. Talk about the facility, the services that are going to be offered, and the impact on healthcare in the country.
Okay, so at Quantum Longevity Clinic, we believe that you should have more health in your life. So persons are trying to live longer, but then their health status is not where it needs to be. So here we provide personalized precision medicine. So we recognize that everyone is an individual. So we use your genomics, which is your DNA. We map what's happening in your gut. We look at what's happening in your hormones, and we look at what's happening in your life, because all of those things play a part on what's happening in your health. So at this clinic, which is a little different from the other clinics, we take a little longer. We use a lot of diagnostic tests. We use artificial intelligence to help us to identify what's causing you not to be 100%. And then we develop a plan to help you become your 100%. So we put more vitality and life into your lifestyle and your lifespan.
Thank you. Artificial intelligence certainly is transforming healthcare around the world, including the Bahamas. And this facility is also going to stimulate medical tourism, which you talked about, and you will hear more about in our later newscast. But that's what's happening here at the Quantum Longevity Artificial Intelligence Medical Facility, shifting the way healthcare is delivered in the country. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks a lot, Desmond. And still to come, the culture minister says no more 12-hour parades. But what's the solution? We've got the answer when the national report continues.
There are time to celebrate our connectedness, to strengthen the ties that bind us, that make us, well, family. At Commonwealth Bank, we're your neighbors, your friends, and yes, we're your family. Wishing you warm and sincere best wishes for a happy holiday and a prosperous new year from your family at Commonwealth Bank.
Merry Christmas to you.
The best Christmas memories aren't the ones posted, they're the ones that stay. So whether you're here for the original memes or spicy moments, gather around for the memories that truly matter. Share 8 juicy pieces of KFC chicken with your favorite sides and our new coconut dessert biscuits, a holiday treat made to share. Enjoy Christmas without a filter or dish duty, but with the moments that are full of flavor. KFC's Festive Feast, starting at $20. Finger licking good.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing no matter what.
Sweet and spicy, marinated right, tossed with chili. Garlic and ginger have many flavors, like honey barbecue.
Signature hot wings, turn up the heat for you.
Those pepper wings, what's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken, you know. So many flavors to try. What's your flavor? Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new.
Signature hot wings.
What's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken, you know. Those pepper wings.
One day I told my grandpa, show me what being a Bahamian is all about, and I'll show the Bahamas to the world. Together, we show the world what it means to be Bahamian, and we celebrate with an ice-cold Quebec. More than a bear, it's the spirit of the Bahamas. Click. It's in our hands.
This portion of the news is brought to you by the Paradise Games Holiday Promotion. Visit pggames.com today and enter for your chance to win.
You're looking at a shot of the city of Nassau at sunset. That shot courtesy of drone pilot Kyson Miller. Great shot there, Kyson. Well, Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Boleg, is commending the National Junkanoo Committee along with Junkanoo groups for what he terms the successful staging of 2 major Junkanoo parades. One of those parades was marked by controversy after leader of Barabbas and the Tribe, Quentin Barabbas Woodside, was taken away in handcuffs. An incident Boleg says never should have happened. Still, Boleg says he is grateful for the efforts of all stakeholders.
We had some hiccups in the Boxing Day parade. We understand that, the people, customers, and what we should do, along with collaboration with the groups, is to ensure that these parades are run in a timely manner that will be a success and pleasing in the eyesight and timely for the people. I think they have to make some changes that they did in the Boxing Day parade. As you can see, the flow of the parade went much smoothly in New Year's Day than it was in Boxing Day. So the changes that were made, that were recommended, that they thought would have made the flow better, obviously made it better in New Year's than it was in Boxing Day.
Some 8A groups and 14 B groups participated in the New Year's Day and Boxing Day parades, which Boleg says is higher than is usual. With greater participation, though, he says officials must work on a way to put on tighter parades as the 12-hour fairs are way too long.
Whatever we decide to do, or the NJC decide to do, even when we look at bringing the Junkanoo Authority forward, it must be a collaboration on major ways to better the parade and its flow. And if we can shorten the hours of 12, 14 hours in a shorter period of time, which means that that will definitely eliminate somewhat the gaps that the Bahamian people would want to see. And we just need to have that conversation and see how best we can do it. It's not a outright fix to get to that point, but I believe it's something that needs to be discussed as we start the post-mortem meetings, which will be next week.
The pulsating sounds of the goatskin drums, flamboyantly colorful costumes, and cheers from the crowd tells a triumphant story for the One Family Warriors organization, who picked up 2 straight during the holiday parades. Vaughn Albury has the highlights.
The One Family Junkanoo group returned to Bay Street on New Year's Day with one mission: to remind the nation why their name continues to echo at the top of Junkanoo. With their spiritually charged theme, Take Them to the Church. The double champions transformed the streets into a living sanctuary, blending culture, conviction, and creativity in a performance that moved both the crowd and judges. From the music to the message, every beat told a story, one rooted in faith, unity, and Bahamian excellence. Chairman of One Family, Vernon Rose, says this year's win was not just about trophies, but serving.
We wanted to give God all the praise and the glory for the years that He has brought this organization. And we decided to do this theme in honor of our group, to say thank you, God, to make sure that what all we do in this country, we must give God thanks. And in order for that, we have to go to church. We have maybe 2-3 months of celebrating, and we're going to have our flow dog party. And we want to say, we're going to do some things for the fans. So One Family, we're going to continue doing this, and we're going to continue excelling in our community.
Deputy Chairman Ruben Delaveau expressed immense pride in their latest win, calling it a reflection of the team's dedication and creativity, highlighting the group is already setting their sights on the next festive season, eager to bring more energy and triumph.
For the entire year, this group has been working extremely hard, and today is victorious. And hats off to all of the hard-working members of the music section. We did it again, 2 straight out the gate.
Bind us together, Lord, bind us together with cords that cannot be broken. Yes, Lord, bind us together, Lord, bind us together, Lord, bind us together with love. 2 straight.
Through dazzling costumes, powerful rhythm, and unity, One Family has claimed its well-deserved win, a celebration of creativity and spirit. For the Bahamas Tonight, I am Vaughn Albury.
The Colors Junkanoo Group continues its winning streak as they rack up 2 straight during the holiday parades as well. Diane Dorset visited the shack to speak to group members about what went into pulling it all off.
Colors Junkanoo Group has done it again. The B Division group is celebrating another sweep this season, capturing first in both the Boxing Day and New Year's Day Junkanoo parades. And unlike many others, while the victories thrill supporters and group members, Colors leader Chris Castilian says the win itself wasn't what mattered.
For me, I'm not overly excited. We did our best. And if we came 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th, for me, I'm talking from the heart. It doesn't matter. I did the best that I could. That's how life is.
That is what Colors Junkanoo Group says sets them apart. The group prides itself on maintaining a family-like environment. First-time Junkanoo Brene Hart shared how the support from the group helped ease her nerves on base.
It's kind of cool sometimes, so I kind of have nerves. But once I see everybody else hyping each other up, then it's very, comforting to follow along with them. Everybody feels like family. Even though it's my first time, I just feel very comfortable being around everybody.
Colors Junkanoo Group has dominated in the B Division for many years, with many critics suggesting the group move to the A Division. But Justilian says accolades matter more than labels, and success is measured the same across all divisions.
I'm going to say this one more time. If you're a heavyweight champion, you are at a certain weight category. If you're a lightweight champion or middleweight champion, you're at a certain category. The lightweight champion would receive the same type trophy, the same type accolades as a heavyweight champion.
With 2 titles secured, adding to the many double victories, Colors Junkanoo Group says it is focused on building culture and confidence in the younger generation of Junkanoo. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Diane Dorset.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Full Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
For over half a century, we've been more than just an airline. We've been a bridge, connecting families, dreams, and memories across the islands and beyond. Behind every seat sold and every journey planned, there's a dedicated team committed to making air travel affordable and accessible to everyone. At Bahamas Air, we're not just building connections, we're building a safe and dependable airline where quality service is paramount and an excellent travel experience is our priority. Wherever you're going, we're here to take you there with care, with heart, and with the promise of unforgettable journeys. We are family, and just like family, we're committed to taking care of our own. Your Bahamas Air is our Bahamas Air, because here at Bahamas Air, we don't just fly here, we live here.
This year, Family Guardian is celebrating 60 incredible years of service to the Bahamas. We started the year by unlocking our past and opening our time capsule, celebrating the milestones we've achieved and the lives we've touched. Then we turned back time with our 60s dress-up day, honoring the era that helped shape our legacy. We were also excited to expand our reach, opening an additional district office in Eleuthera to serve more families across the island. Our commitment to giving back extends to supporting school programs, youth sports, cancer awareness, and community policing, like our annual Founders Day initiative. This year supporting charities like Stapleton School, the Salvation Army, and many more. This year our Big Give initiative helps 6 deserving families with essential needs. As we celebrate 60 years of family, community, and service, we thank you for being part of our journey. From all of us here at Family Guardian, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Bahamas, it's time to drum up, cheer, and win with Shell. Just spend $20 at any of our 13 Shell participating stations, and you are entered to win. This Christmas, you could walk away with Junkanoo tickets, New Year's Eve VIP concert tickets, grocery gift certificates, travel escapes, or even free fuel for an entire year, valued at $5,000. We are giving away prizes every week, so drum up, cheer, and win with Shell. Promotion ends January 9th, 2026.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
It's January 2nd, 2026, and for many Bahamians, the holidays may be over, but the bills are rolling in. From gifts and travel to food and festivities, holiday spending adds up fast. Now, as the new year begins, many families are taking a hard look at their budgets. Here's Leah Cooper.
With the holiday spending over, many are now counting down the days to the first January paycheck. It's a pain that causes stress for many, but according to Chief Executive Officer of Fidelity Bank, Gowan Bowe, it doesn't have to be.
Oftentimes we see the Christmas season and we understand the gift of giving and the charitable nature in terms of wanting to give loved ones presents, but we look at that as an afterthought as opposed to something to be planned for. Meaning that if we know that we have a certain level of expenditure we expect in the Christmas holidays, planning for that should start in January.
Bowe tells us January can set the tone for financial behavior.
I think January is a critical time for you to actually set your plan for your life for the next 12 months, but more importantly, use that new chapter, that new leaf, as an opportunity to sort of discontinue certain bad behaviors, accentuate good behaviors, and more importantly, put your financial future into perspective.
That said, a few residents share what spending habits they hope to cut out as the new year begins.
My financial goal moving into the new year is to survive. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
I always drink Starbucks, so I'm trying to quit that.
I'm buying shoes. I've been getting into traveling a lot, and I've purchased a lot of tennis, and that's something I think I need to cut back on.
Well, Bowe tells us the most appropriate financial goal we can set this year is to view saving as a necessity rather than a luxury.
We work to earn, yes, but we should see earning as we earn to save. We should see it that we save in order to invest, and we invest to build wealth.
As the confetti settles and the decorations come down, the focus for many is shifting from celebration to stability. A new year, a new budget, and for some, a fresh financial start. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Thanks a lot, Leah. Well, Royston joins us live for a sneak peek of Access Now. Happy New Year to you, Royston.
Thank you so much, LaDawn. Of course, it's 2026, new year, new beginnings, and we're very, very excited. Of course, here on Access Now, we have a very vibesy show tonight. We have two massive performances that you want to stay tuned for. I won't spoil it. Just make sure you stay tuned for Access Now.
All right, Royston, stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report continues right after this.
It's a Holly Frosty Christmas, and Wendy's and Coke is bringing the chill. This year, when you upgrade any Wendy's combo to a large, you can instantly win big with the Upgrade and Win Christmas giveaway. We're talking travel gift cards, gadgets, holiday treats, and prizes that make your Holly Frosty Christmas shine. Just upgrade your favorite lunch combo, scan the QR code on your receipt to enter, and let the holiday magic begin. Enjoy great tasting food and win big this Christmas with Wendy's and Coca-Cola's Upgrade and Win. Rules and restrictions apply.
Make this year your best year yet. Education is the key to success, and the University of the West Indies Global Campus Bahamas is your partner in success. Take a course that increases your value in a matter of weeks, or get that degree you've been dreaming of with convenient online learning. Visit us at global.uwi.edu/Bahamas, call 323-6593, or WhatsApp 456-6687 today.
Blessings gonna find me.
Fashion was something that I've always loved. I always, as a child, loved to see women just impeccably dressed. But my thing was drawing the looks and mixing colors, and fashion was in my blood. My name is Dr. Jillian Curry Williams, and I'm the designer for Remilda Rose Designs. What sets me apart, that I pay attention to detail. Like, I have an eye for detail. I pay attention to the construction of my garment. I want to make sure that when my garment is completed, that you can wear that on the wrong side or the right side because it's impeccably made. I put my personality into my passion. Well, the fabric of hope was inspired by my father. My father had cancer, and I would go with him to treatments and seeing everybody just look despondent and dreary. And one day this lady dropped her mom off, and her mother fell when she got inside, and I was like, wow, like God, like, I'm only a fashion designer. Like, what can I do to assist these people? I know God had me to create it to inspire persons with cancer or any illness that there's hope, that there is light at the end of that tunnel. The encouraging word I would give to women, it's been in my heart for a couple of days, to speak to the older women who may feel that I'm 40, what can I do? I'm 50, what can I do? And that's when the fire in us kicks in. We've had the work experience, we've passed all those tests. So take that idea that God has given you and put it to use. This is where it all begins.
To learn more about the Women Entrepreneurs Initiative, visit our website or contact us at 461-7232. And remember, empowered women empower women.
Wait, where you grabbing all these pizzas, boy?
Wait, Marcos, wait. We have a special on all day large, one topping pizzas, wait.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, VAT included, but.
I need the $10 special plate.
How many would you like?
20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it. The Marcos got that deal, boy.
Well, that does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
The attainment of majority rule, a defining moment in our nation's history. A time when unity, courage, and the collective voice of the people reshaped the future. On Monday, January 12th, join the ZNS Network for live coverage of the ecumenical service in celebration of Majority Rule Day. That's the Majority Rule Day Ecumenical Service. Monday, January 12th at 10 a.m. at Bahamas Harvest Church, live on the ZNS Network and streaming on our YouTube and Facebook platforms. On Wednesday, January 7th at 11 a.m. Tune into the ZNS Network for live coverage of the annual Parliamentary Church Service from the Church of God on East Street and Lily of the Valley Corner, where members of Parliament will gather for a time of worship and praise. That's the annual Parliamentary Church Service, Wednesday, January 7th at 11 a.m. from the Church of God East Street and Lily of the Valley Corner, live on the ZNS Network and streaming on our YouTube and Facebook platforms.
Doctors Hospital names a new CEO, and it's a familiar face, plus tips on holiday waste collection. Those details straight ahead. Also, a primary school student making a donation to Princess Margaret Hospital. You want to stay close for that. And in sports, the inaugural high school baseball nationals swing into action.
Tonight, Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Royston Jones. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now. Of course, Happy New Year. And whether you've made your New Year's resolutions as yet or you're still figuring them out, there's still plenty of time. Unfortunately, I'm flying solo tonight, but it's our first show of 2026, and we're going to make the most of it. We're dubbing it Access to New Vibes. We have two star-studded performances for you tonight, courtesy of Ilsha and Judah the Lion. Make sure you tune in for that. But for now, let's dive right into the news. It's been more than 2 years since the Privy Council ruled that children born out of wedlock to Bahamian fathers and foreign mothers are citizens of the Bahamas at birth and do not have to wait until they're 18 years of age to apply for citizenship. However, Chief Passport Officer Nicholas Simonet says there's still some public confusion surrounding who is automatically eligible for citizenship.
Anybody born in country to a Bahamian parent can now be the recipient of that citizenship by descent. When you're born outside the country, it still remains the same. Only a married Bahamian man who was born in the Bahamas could pass on citizenship to a child born outside the country. Only a single Bahamian female who was born in the Bahamas could pass on citizenship to a child born outside of country.
As concerns continue to rise over the number of teenagers reported missing across the Bahamas, community and faith leaders are issuing a renewed sense of urgency in finding solutions and protecting the nation's youth. Christian Council President Bishop Delton Fernander highlighted deep worry felt by families and communities as more young people seem to disappear from homes, schools, and neighborhoods. Bishop Fernandez says this issue must remain at the forefront of national conversation, not just as news headlines, but as a collective call to protect our country's future agents of change.
If we are at a place where our teens don't want to be in the home, we have to look at ourselves and see I'm not downing any place that they ran from, but obviously it needs to be reviewed. What kind of structure, what was the environment like? And we have to do more about herein lies programs, more about what it is to be a family, what it is to provide a home that teenagers find themselves not wanting to run away from, but find themselves wanting to run to. If we're running a program that is a class on family building and what's not, and we're doing it in a private sector, we should also have the ability to make that a Christian focus in some of our church and denominational presentation. And in the same way we roll it out for the private, it's the same way we roll it out for the church. And then we'll have a more wide net in who we touch and how we change.
And as the nation continues to grapple with rising social pressures from crime and economic strain to mental health, moral decline, faith leaders are once again stepping forward, calling for stronger collaboration between church and the state. Rector of St. Barnabas Church, Father Roderick Bain, joining fellow Bahamas Christian Council member and President Bishop Delton Fernandez in sharing candid insight into the realities many Bahamians face daily and what he believes must be done to create lasting change, highlighting that structured engagement with government agencies is truly needed to make a difference.
I think sometimes the government can only do what the government does, and the wheels of government are very slow many times. Politics can be something that's very cumbersome and partisan and a whole lot of things. It's a whole lot of things that is in the political system. But across our lands, there are people who are yearning for better and expecting better. And the old hymn said that Jesus is still the answer to all the world today. But if the political system always feels that they are the answer to the issues of the world, we're going to find that we're going to fall short on many levels. So the church and the state must work together to ensure that we bring possible better solutions to all of our social issues and other issues in our country today. So it takes, a collaborative effort by both parts.
On a more positive note, Dennis DeVoe has been appointed Doctors Hospital CEO effective February 1st, 2026. Currently serving as the hospital's chief financial officer since 2018, DeVoe has also held senior leadership roles in finance, strategic planning, and analytics within global organizations. Prior to joining Doctors Hospital, he led KPMG's local management consulting and data team. During his tenure, he directed a variety of large-scale and strategically impactful engagements, including work in the public and private healthcare sector. The Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources issuing a public advisory regarding proper waste disposal during the holiday period. Residents are reminded that household garbage and bulk waste are not the same and are not collected in the same way. Regular household waste must be placed in secured garbage bins and will be collected during normal garbage service, while bulk waste, which includes old furniture, appliances, large tree branches, and oversized items, must be taken to designated dumpster bins or to one of the multiple transfer stations situated throughout the island, including South Beach Pools, Gladstone Road north of Carmichael, Scott Street and West Street in Baintown, Market Street North behind the Old City Market, Fritz Lane, Centerville off East Street, and Yamacraw Hill Road. Improper disposal of waste can create road hazards, block drainage systems, contribute to flooding, pollute land and water, and negatively impact surrounding communities. Any illegal dumping should be reported to the Department of Environmental Health Services at 302-5240. It's still the giving season, and Amaya Clark of St. Cecilia Primary School is doing her part in a big way. She recently made 15 hand-crocheted baby tams and donated them to Princess Margaret Hospital's Neonatal Intensive Care Unit and maternity wards.
Appreciate these gifts on behalf of the maternity ward. I'm sure the patients will be much appreciated. Thank you very much.
I want to thank you so much for being thoughtful of us. The caps will go a long way, especially this is a winter season and the babies need to be warm, and I'm sure this is a tool that we can use so mothers can cuddle with their babies wearing a beautiful tam. And I will let them know it's from a special student.
Keep up the great work, Amaya. Still to come, Ilsha and Judith Align are both in the house, and they're sure to bring it down in style. Plus, we have Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean here with your weather forecast, so stay close.
Hi, I'm Brent.
Vice President of Retail and Sales here at CBS Bahamas in the Southwest Plaza on Carmichael Road. If you haven't shopped with us before, please give us a chance. We pride ourselves on terrific customer service. Our store is clean, large, we have thousands of products, we're open 7 days a week, and we have a nice, wide, spacious, comfortable layout for you to enjoy. Visit us in the Southwest Plaza on Carmichael Road or shop online at cbsbahamas.com.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SBDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian things, and if you got things to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting tingsybahamas.com.
We're BAF Financial.
We're BAF General and Health Insurance.
Welcome to the beautiful Cayman Islands.
Come on in to Cash and Go.
Need technical support? We are BFG Services.
BAF Global. Global reach, local care.
The attainment of majority rule, a defining moment in our nation's history. A time when unity, courage, and the collective voice of the people reshaped the future. On Monday, January 12th, join the ZNS Network for live coverage of the ecumenical service in celebration of Majority Rule Day. That's the Majority Rule Day Ecumenical Service. Monday, January 12th at 10 a.m. at Bahamas Harvest Church, live on the ZNS Network and streaming on our YouTube and Facebook platforms. On Wednesday, January 7th at 11 a.m. Tune into the ZNS Network for live coverage of the annual Parliamentary Church Service from the Church of God on East Street and Lily of the Valley Corner, where members of Parliament will gather for a time of worship and praise. That's the annual Parliamentary Church Service, Wednesday, January 7th at 11 a.m. from the Church of God East Street and Lily of the Valley Corner, live on the ZNS Network and streaming on our YouTube and Facebook platforms.
It's time now for your Access weather forecast, and our satellite pictures once again showing near clear skies throughout the 700 hours. But we do have some clouds approaching the extreme northwest Bahamas. That's ahead of another cold front, which we expect to get in here on Sunday night, and that could bring with it 1 or 2 sprinkles during the late evening and early nighttime hours. But behind that, it will reinforce the cool, chilly temperatures that we are currently experiencing. And then our boating forecast is shaping up like this in the northwest and central islands tonight, right through Saturday. Those winds will remain light and variable with flat sea conditions. Low tide takes place at 12:50 this morning, with another high tide at 7:19 tomorrow morning. Now for the southeast Bahamas tonight and Saturday. Those winds becoming northeast at 10 to 15 knots. The wave heights 2 to 4 feet. And then on Sunday in the northwest parts of our country, the winds become southwest to west just ahead of that front, which we said will go through on Sunday night. The speeds of those winds will pick up 12 to 18 knots, meaning the wave heights will start building 3 to 6 feet. So caution flags go in place late on Sunday for you boaters in the northwest Bahamas. At a high tide, that will take place at 8:11 in the morning, with the low tide at 2:41 in the afternoon. And for the central and southeastern islands on Sunday, northwest to north winds 10 to 15 knots and the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
When I was a little boy running around the yard, I used to hear the older men talking by the bar. They talk about the things they did when they were young and strong, and how things are better now than it was before. I didn't understand what they meant back then. I'm a little older now. I think I comprehend when they say age ain't nothing but a number.
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. Bud, join me at 11 o'clock for a full weather update. Oyster.
Thank you so much, Basil. For our first entertainment for the night, it's time now to turn things over to Ilsha.
It was a red flag, a walking red flag. It was a red
flag, a walking red flag. It was a red flag, a walking red flag. It was a red flag, a walking red flag. I had a feeling from the start. I knew you would break my heart, my heart, my heart. Break my heart. I ignored all the signs just to say that you were mine. Listen, as the story goes, was just a young girl then. You were a big man then. You swept me off my feet till I find you with she. You thought it wouldn't matter. Big difference in biscuit and crackers. You thought my heart would shatter. This my new chapter. You ain't a factor. You thought it wouldn't matter. Big difference in biscuit and crackers. You thought my heart would shatter. And you ain't a factor. It was a red flag, a walking red flag. He was a red flag, a walking red flag. He was a red flag, a walking red flag. He was a red flag, a walking red flag. First we all started as friends. Everything was smooth until I saw the message on your phone. You told me when I'm not home. Don't worry, just go. It's just a young girl then. You were a big man then. You slammed me on my feet till I find him with a whole nother woman. Oh Lord, let's go, let's go, let's go. You thought it wouldn't matter. Big difference in biscuit and crackers. You thought my heart would shatter. This my new chapter. And you ain't a factor. You thought it wouldn't matter. Big difference in biscuit and crackers. You thought my heart would shatter. And you ain't a. He was a red flag walking. Never mind, I'm talking. Every time the man go out, you bet he be exploring. Church skirt chasing, Lordy very brazen. All the things he put you through, you could call it hazing. Yeah, he was a red flag, a walking red flag. He was a red flag, a walking red flag. He was a red flag, a walking red flag. He was a red flag, a walking red flag. He was a red flag, a walking red flag. He was a red flag, a walking red flag. He was a red flag, a walking red flag. This my new chapter, you ain't a factor. Yeah. I should have seen you coming from a mile away. Big red flag, yeah. This my new chapter, you ain't a factor.
Awesome performance, very energetic, and make sure you watch out for all those red flags. Thank you so much, Ilsha. It's time now to turn things over to ZNS Total Sports to see what's on tap.
The inaugural high school baseball nationals swinging off at the Blue Bull Sporting Complex. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
It's a Holy Frosty Christmas, and Wendy's and Coke is bringing the chill. This year, when you upgrade any Wendy's combo to a large, you can instantly win big with the Upgrade and Win Christmas giveaway. We're talking travel gift cards, gadgets, holiday treats, and prizes that make your Holy Frosty Christmas shine. Just upgrade your favorite lunch combo. Scan the QR code on your receipt to enter and let the holiday magic begin. Enjoy great tasting food and win big this Christmas with Wendy's and Coca-Cola's Upgrade and Win. Rules and restrictions apply.
Welcome to your TGIF Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports over on the Diamond. 10 schools from across the capital clashing at the inaugural Bahamas Baseball Association's High School Nationals, where Eugene Stewart was roaming the sidelines this morning and filed this report.
The inaugural National High School Baseball Championship, hosted by the Bahamas Baseball Association, featuring the top 10 teams from the capital, getting underway earlier today from the Andre Rogers National Baseball Stadium and the Blue Hills Sporting Complex. The three-day tournament promises to be a great showing of local high school talent. We hear from BBA President Clarence McKinsey on the First Time Initiative.
So we're very excited to have this tournament going on. You have the top schools from BISS as well as the top schools from GSSA crossing over to determine who will be our national champion. And so we saw so far some very good games. We had a couple of games that went into extra innings. The last one we had St. Andrews pull off for the win. So we're looking forward to some very exciting games for the rest of the tournament.
In Pool A action, the Timberwolves of Anatole Rogers took on the St. Andrews Hurricanes. In the end, the Hurricanes would take this one by a final score of 16-15. In Pool B, it would be defending GSSA champions, the C.R. Walker Knights, against the C.I. Gibson Rattlers. As for Coach Marco Lightbourne and his boys, they left no sting in the Rattlers, putting this one away 14-5.
Well, the game was awesome. First to start off, we just want to thank God for this tournament. Thank God for the kids and all the participants. We come out here, we got our foot wet. We know we is the GSSA champions. We come and feel what it is to, be a part of a national league, man. I feel as though it's an awesome experience, awesome time, and awesome league.
And of course, this first-of-a-kind tournament will continue right here at the Blue Hills Sporting Field and the Andre Rogers National Baseball Stadium beginning tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I'm Eugene Stewart.
And that's been a look at your sports on this Friday. I'm Amajal Knowles. Enjoy your weekend.
On Wednesday, January 7th at 11 a.m., tune into the ZNS Network for live coverage of the annual Parliamentary Church Service from the Church of God on East Street and Lily of the Valley Corner, where members of Parliament will gather for a time of worship and praise. That's the annual Parliamentary Church Service, Wednesday, January 7th at 11 a.m. from the Church of God East Street and Lily of the Valley Corner, live on the ZNS Network and streaming on our YouTube and Facebook platforms.
Hello, my name is Talia Roll, and I'm a sunflower at NCA. We learn and do fun activities. Come along and join us.
Become a member of one of our groups today. Sunflowers, ages 5 and 6 years. Brownies, ages 7 to 10 years. Rangers, ages 14 to 17 years. And Guiders, age 18 and older. For more information, call 322-4342 or 356-5143. This public service announcement was brought to you by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
What you see on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, and programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcasted by this television station. The code is available on IRCA's website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@ircabahamas.bs.
The attainment of majority rule, a defining moment in our nation's history. A time when unity, courage, and the collective voice of the people reshaped the future. On Monday, January 12th, join the ZNS Network for live coverage of the Ecumenical Service in celebration of Majority Rule Day. That's the Majority Rule Day Ecumenical Service. Monday, January 12th at 10 a.m. at Bahamas Harvest Church, live on the ZNS Network and streaming on our YouTube and Facebook platforms.
You're looking at a shot of Long Wharf Beach on the Western Esplanade. That shot courtesy of drone pilot Kyson Miller. Excellent shot as always, Kyson. Time now to see what's happening around the Family Islands. Let's go. Oftentimes, Family Islanders complain that government services aren't efficient on their respective islands, especially when compared to the capital. But Chief Passport Officer Nicholas Simonet says there should be less complaints this year about his department as they crack down and double down on their mandate to ensure each island is provided with adequate services.
So right now we have 3 offices in Abaco. We have 3 offices in Andros, Central, North, and South. Central and North they're currently being tested, although they're accepting applicants to be enrolled, which we're happy that they're up and running. We have Eleuthera, 1 in Central, and we are about to start testing the office in North, in Bogue, in Upper Bogue, in Lower Bogue, sorry. And we're hoping that within the next few months we'll have an office in South Eleuthera as well. So Exuma has an office, Bimini, Cat Island, Long Island, Inagua, Freeport, and 8 Mile Rock. Of course, the 1 office in Nassau. San Salvador is in its testing phases, so they are accepting applicants while we're testing the system. Crooked Island is en route. Their machines are en route to the Crooked Island office, so you should see before the end of January.
I'm sure the news bodes very well for Family Islanders. Time now to turn things over to the artist who kills every song, Judah the Lion.
This one is dedicated to Miss Tanya. Rest in power.
Lumps of coal in my Christmas stocking, yeah. Lumps of coal every year, yeah. So this year, wrote a song to beg the bad things on my mind. Let me go. I ain't the one to fall apart. I ain't the one, but lately things just fall apart, one by one, and I don't understand why should we even make plans when things don't go according to what you thought it would be. Now it's harder to see, it's cold. It's so cold outside, it's been a long, hard day in the cold. Oh, so hard to go on, all you want is love, but you get lumps of coal in your Christmas stocking, yeah. Yeah, lumps of coal every year, yeah, yeah. So this year, wrote a song for all of us to carry on. Have no fear. Lumps of coal in your Christmas stocking, yeah, stocking, yeah. Lumps of coal every year, yeah, yeah. So this year, wrote a song for all of us to carry on.
Awesome performance as always, Judah. Thank you so much for gracing our stage. That's going to do it for Access Now. We're looking forward to the upcoming year and can't wait to share more groundbreaking and entertaining stories and guests with you all. From us here, thank you so much for being a part of the Access community. Now be sure to tune back in for the Bahamas tonight at 11 with Corval Pyfram. And as the New Year's celebrations continue this weekend, be measured, be safe, and of course, have fun. Good night, everybody.
At Rusty Bethel Drive, I'm Paiswell Forbes. This is ZNS.
I don't know, but there's all kinds of cars in the parking lot. You ain't even know where to park. Yeah, that's no parking. Look at this way. Like, you ain't get nowhere to go. Don't park. That's no parking. Don't park over here. That's handicap. No, you can't park on handicap. I ain't gonna be that long. I ain't gonna be that long. Handicap spot here. Boy, what's going on, dog? I tell you we shouldn't park here now. This way parking. I tell you we shouldn't park here. Don't get one of these things. My bad big broke, and he got a sticker inside that say this model. We gotta move. This is a handicap spot. That's what we gotta move. But we gotta move. Don't. We can move right now. Sorry.
Be considerate. Don't use disabled parking spaces without a decal in your vehicle. This message is brought to you by the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities.
At the Lyndon Bindling International Airport, I'm Corval Pyfram. This is ZNS.
Robin, will you marry me?